Welcome to the Kid and Drag Gaming Podcast. This is Kid.
And this is Drag. Remember, if you're enjoying the content, go check us out on our socials. Follow us so we post our latest updates. On Instagram, you can look for us at Kid in Drag. On Facebook, same thing, Kid in Drag. If you're follow us on Twitter, go for Drag Kid In. Also, check out our website at kidindrag.chat. You can find all of our latest episodes. All of our stuff is out there. You can contact us. We can get direct feedback from you and help you get the content you want to hear. Now, let's talk about all the stuff you want to talk about. And now, Kid and Drag coming back to you, talking about the debrief of Torchlight and our first thoughts. With our series, we're going to be, again, playing through the Epic games, or the game of the week. They're giving away one free game every week to play. We're going to play through that, do an hour of playthrough, and then do a debrief of the overall view of the game. So, Kid, why don't you give us your first thoughts of playing your first hour of Torchlight?
So initially when we first got in the game, the music sounded on point with Diablo 1, which is like almost to the point of like infringement. So I'm like, yeah, I love Diablo. So I'm like getting hyped up about it. So running around, it's your typical hack and slash looter, break everything you can to get all the gold you can to upgrade your gear, weapons. You know, it's got enchanted gear, slotted gear. So it's just typical Diablo. I mean, that's the way I can describe it, but for free this week. So definitely check it out.
Yeah, absolutely. I think when I looked at it, my first thought was it's not open world. It's kind of pointed and directed, but you do have quests. Now, I know I did a couple of the side quests, or it might be the main quest. I didn't get deep enough into it to see, but you go around and you talk to the people in the town and you can accept a quest. Then you go and do it. Well, you can, like Kid and I played two different ways. He went all the way through and kept playing through the maze, if you will, going down into these tunnels, kind of digging through and blasting his way through the different levels. I went down a little different, that I took a quest, went down, completed it, came, returned, got my bonus for doing that, which is an XP boost as well as a currency boost, gold, that you got as well. However, I think either way you play it, I think you could have fun. I think you could go through and do a rush play and get all the way down to the bosses and then come back up and do the side quest. You can get additional gold. However, it's not so much gold you're getting from the quest that you have to play in order of the quest in order to advance. I picked up as much gold just smashing, grabbing, looting all these weapons and selling them back at the main town. Okay. So overall, how was your experience going through that method, Kid, when you were going through, just plowing straight ahead, ignoring the quest, kind of going to the next boss?
Well, I think I hit level 6 in that time frame. It was pretty good. Like it didn't seem like it was slowing me down. That the characters didn't seem like they were too overpowered. I was still plowing through them pretty decent. I figured later on when you start, getting HP per hit back and certain block benefits and all that, it's going to play a big role. But just plowing through it, I got far. I didn't feel like I was slowing down any at all.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I felt like going back and forth with a quest, there were some unique elements like the town portal scroll where you warped yourself back up to the main level. I think that could be good in the method if you're playing the quest. Like you get this, you're still going down the same tunnel, the same pathway to get down through the entirety of this map that apparently seems to be like 10 levels deep. I don't know if there's stuff beyond that. We didn't get that far. But going back and forth with a quest, I completed 3 quests. I got down to like the 5th level 5. I was just entering level 5 on the levels of the map, and I just turned level 5 on my character. So I think Kid leveled up a little bit quicker. He was probably got a little bit further in the battles. But I also got some XP from some of the quests on that 3rd quest that pushed me up right up to level 5. So I think there could be you could have a lot of fun with this game. I think you could probably play it out, be done with it in a night. It doesn't appear to be one of those that you're gonna come back to for hours and hours and hours.
Yeah, I only got one quest done.
Mhm,
But like I said, I was plowing through everything. I didn't get to learn too much about the enchantments and all that, and you dove a
mhm,
little deeper in all that. I did find a goblin trader that sold a map that gave you the map 1 through 10. So I'm assuming it's going to be a 10 level course on that,
mhm,
and then probably drift you off to somewhere else. But I did find a guy that had a side quest that instantly popped a portal, threw me into another zone to do whatever he needed. So it's pretty versatile on everything you can do in that game.
mhm. I think it would be pretty cool to see ultimately, at the end of the day, what it looks like to get through the main and how many side quests there really are. I don't know how massive the game is, but just going through what we did, you could definitely get a good solid night or long night of gaming out of this and have some pretty good fun. It is single player from what I could tell. I didn't see any options or whatnot to play any kind of multiplayer activity or anything like that. But I certainly had plenty of fun just going through, doing a click through and click and play. It wasn't too stressful that I felt like I had to level up 10 ways from Sunday just to play the game or put a bunch of hours in. It looks like it's something you want to pick up and play right now, and you can get pretty far almost instantly.
Yeah, the characters. I don't know what generation you say that the graphics are in this game, but probably late PS3, maybe. I don't
Yeah,
know.
I would agree with that.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of it's got lines. They're a little blocky, but you can definitely tell what everything is. I wouldn't say like PS1 error, but
Mm-mm.
the graphics were good. It had good storyline throughout the game. I mean, we ran into that one guy, and it popped up some comments, and then we went on to kill him essentially later. Spoiler, not a big deal, but it had some good dialogue in there.
Mhm. Yep. So I thought it was pretty fun overall. I would say thumbs up if you want something for a quick play. If you want something that doesn't take a lot of time investment, I think you would be happy picking this guy up, knocking out 1 or 2 nights of gaming. Like I say, it's fun if you like that style where you're point to click or, click to advance and learning the different styles. We did not play the third character, which is a different class, which we only played the destroyer as what kid played, and I played the alchemist. So mine was definitely melee. I mean, not melee based, but distance attack based. It did have the availability to play with melee, but I did not. The one we did not play with was the female character, the Vanquisher, and it looks pretty fun. I don't know what her skills are going to be, but pretty cool. Definitely a little cartoony looking, but you do have a dog, a cat, and a ferret, which the cat looks more like a lynx, the dog looks more like a wolf, and the ferret looks like a badass ferret with flight glasses on.
So a couple tips going into it, if you are going to check the game out, that I found there is a fishing hole in there, and I was like, okay, I'm going to catch some fish. Figure you eat it, heals you, but actually, the fish you catch contain items, or you can use them to feed your pet, which will transform them into a spider. I think it was a jelly thing that they could
Hmm.
do as well. And another thing that I really liked that I wish I'd have known a little bit sooner as a bruiser guy, I was axing, hacking everything, and then somehow I picked up a staff and equipped it in my other hand. Well, at a distance, I'm clicking to try to run towards the guys, and I'm shooting little fireballs at them. I'm like, "What the heck? Why didn't I know that sooner?" So, if you're trying to get in there and AOE damage a bunch of stuff, or if you just want to sit back and snipe because you got poison, because you just killed somebody, you can do that as well. So, keep that in mind that if you're going to dual wield, that you can actually do it from a distance as a bruiser, and you can just run in there and basically it just automatically switches over to your beefcake weapon.
Yeah, and it looks like the combination I ran with the dual wield were 2 swords, but it looks like as kids talking about, you can mix and match the types of weapons that go in there. I ran a dual wield sword, but primarily I used my staff because I was an alchemist or a mage class, whatever you want to call that. And I used a shield in one hand that I equipped. I did, there's a lot of enchantments, like I added rings, amulets, these things as I picked them up that powered up my character. but a lot of slots there, because I would say there's probably, with the weapons and all the armor slots and the amulets and rings, there's, I think, probably 15 different slots around there that you can fill in and increase your power. And some of it's armor based, some of it is attack based, but pretty cool. Has a lot of dynamics to it. I think just for a game this simplistic, that's a lot of different paths you can take to get power in the game.
Yeah, and it's not an in-depth game, but like as far as the enchanting and regrinding and all that, it's got some pretty good versatility towards it all. It's to get down in there and really build a gear set that is really deep for a mage, or get real tanky or get real strength, if you will, to brew some stuff up. So it's pretty good, but it's not like overwhelming where somebody that doesn't game a lot can pick this up and have a lot of fun with it.
Yeah, buddy. So I think if you guys enjoyed this style of deal, we're going to do this for a few weeks and see how this goes. But I think it's really cool of Epic to go out there and feature that one free game a week. And, I've picked up a couple on the way. We had this thought like, hey, we can review this. People can check it out and see like, hey, is this a game they want to play? That way, if you don't have the time to put into it, absolutely check us out in the future. Now, as a reminder, please go leave us feedback at kidindrag.chat. And it'll link you to all of our socials as well as all of our avenues that you can listen to the podcast. So please leave us feedback. I hope you enjoyed this series, and I hope you continue to enjoy it as we do this for the next few weeks up and coming. If we get feedback that says, hey, no, I really don't like that, that's cool. We're constantly changing and evolving and trying to get stuff that you like to listen to. So you give us feedback, we will help you get the content you want to hear. And that's all I got for now.
And be sure to check us out next week, and we're going to be doing Limo. So until then, catch you next time.
Later, guys. And that's all we got to talk about today, folks. This is Drag.
And this is Kid. If you enjoyed our cast, make sure and check out our website, follow our socials. We love feedback. If you give it, we'll talk about it.
You can find us at kidindrag.chat on our website. For Twitter, it's dragkidin. For Instagram, it is Kid and Drag. Same for Facebook, Kid and Drag. We take feedback on all of those social platforms, and we'll see you next time.
Later.